up, Bruno? Thank you for joining the live stream. There you go. We're gonna be starting very, very soon. What up, King? Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm just doing some quick little work here. Yeah, but we're about to get started. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're about to start, my guys. Thank you for joining the live stream. I decided to kick it up like a minute before so I can do some of this makeup here. Let me finish this on Facebook and then we are gonna get started. Don't forget to follow me on IG, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter at szg.sports. Gonna take a little look at the EDC conference call. We can talk about it a little bit, but I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the whole conference call. Michael Gibbons, good morning, everyone. My back hurts to move, so I might only leave my bed to the bathroom and eat. Let's get this thing rolling.
Renegade.
What up, my guys? Thank you for joining another episode of SCG in the Morning. Shout out to all of you, Venomous. Shout out to you, Cody. What's good? Don dime lo que la que, papi. Mary, sorry. I went with Spanish and you see it's hard to use translation. Mary. Hi, what up? Thank you for joining. Don dímelo. Again, that's good, man. Okay, so thank you, my guys and ladies, for joining this episode of SCG in the Morning. We are doing everything today to take the calls. Hopefully nothing gets botched. So if you want to be in the phone queue, always, text. I don't even know my number. Hold on. Text to 443-292-2337 and then we'll go and make sure we call you back. Okay? Also, don't forget to hit that like button. And that helps me a lot. Rank the video up. So please do. And then with that, we're gonna transition. Where's my quote of the day? I should have all this stuff here. I'm professional. So again, I'm probably gonna do two today, but buenos días, mi hermano, buenos días. So how long should you try until, by Jim Rohn? How long should you try until ... Jim Rohn. The other one is, there's no failure except in no longer trying. There's no failure except in no longer trying. And with that, we're gonna start the show today. Again, good morning to everybody. Shout out to all of you. 5th show of this week in the morning. Can't believe it's Friday already. Quarantine, man, the day's kind of smush. If it's not for this show, I wouldn't know what day am I living. But officially 2 weeks from crazy stream day of 4 hours, probably stream day of day 2 of the draft. And with that, look, I have some prospects today, and somebody said to address the EDC call, so I listened to it very little. Of course, so I know he said there's receivers to take in the 2nd and 3rd round. That is true. That can also be him saying, like, yeah, we're not taking a receiver in the 1st round, and then the whole point of this conference is to deceive, not to say any truth. That's why I haven't gone back and listened to it, because usually what you want is, yeah, I might do this. Yes, yeah. Oh, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I would like to do. This is, but all that said, what they want is to happen probably the contrary, so they can draft. So he talked about what's it, Judy or CD, that it's not gonna be there. And you know what? I think there's a possibility of one of the big three to slide, and it should be Ruggs, to be honest. But I think it won't be Ruggs because of that sub 3.3, and people love speed, so that's the reality. But EDC, that they used to call it the Liars Luncheon, right? And at this point, it wasn't a luncheon; it was just a conference call. But the whole point of the conference call is deceive. Now, with that said, yeah, so if you have specific questions about something that he said, you can post it in the comment section and we can go through it. But I don't have much on that side. I went, I think, through everybody's suggestions. So if you have more suggestions, please do. And I'll talk about players. I'm going to read my film study of 2 different players here that I got. But after that, I have players that I wanted to do. But if you specifically want thoughts of a specific player, please do, so I can add him here into my little crappy little white paper sheet. Okay? Okay. So, and I'm going to be taking calls in the near future today. Oh, no, Bruno, I didn't know that. Que eres medio mexicano. Cool. That's awesome, man. So when you talk to me, you can talk to me in Spanish and English. I don't know if most of you know this, but my native language is Spanish. My English is so-so. That's why sometimes I get confused saying the proper words. So if I entangle some words and just say the wrong word, excuse me, because I talk Spanish every day and Spanish is my main language. So for me, I had to switch. That's why for Mary, I say Marie, because my brain switched like that to Spanish, and then it all goes downhill. Okay, anyway, let's talk about a guy that I don't know who brought him up. Hopefully you're here in the chat. If not, hopefully you put some comments below that you read this or you listened to this. Anthony Galdi Golden. Antonio Gandy Golden. That's not Anthony. Antonio Gandy Golden. It's Spanglish. Not, yeah, that's I do Spanglish sometimes, man. Okay, Antonio Gandy Golden. He's a wide receiver. 6'4", 222. I forgot his school. Little school. No, not Louisiana. I don't know. Forgot to put the school. But anyway, 6'4", 222 pounds. Big dude. 6'4". Yeah. Weight-wise, you would think he would carry a little bit more weight, but, he doesn't lack power. I'm going to give you 3 games. AGG, exactly, AGG. Was it you, Michael Gibbons, that gave me AGG? I don't know who it was. I never write who asked me for these, but anyway. 3 games. UVA, Virginia. Not a great year last year, but, ACC. 6 receptions, 60 yards, and a tud. Rutgers, Big Ten. 5 receptions, 68 yards, and a tud. Syracuse, I believe Syracuse ACC. 6 receptions, 119 yards, and 0 touchdowns. That's his biggest opponent. Liberty, thank you. Yeah, he went to Liberty. Yes, Liberty School. Antonio Gandy Golden, Joshua Abrams, thank you. And shout out to you. Thank you for coming to the live stream. So pros. He's a decent route runner. Although I put here a caveat, not against the best corners, meaning competition wise, he didn't have a lot of good competition. Hell of a hands, high points to ball, 50-50 ball, 50-50 catch, good radius. He did struggle in 18. With drops, but last year he cleaned that up, which is fine. Big guy, because he's a big guy. Well, not only because he's a big guy, he has a big catch radius. He knows how to use his body. He knows how to box people out. He knows how to have leverage. He knows where to put his hands. He knows how to half point the ball. I'm assuming a lot of you watched some. He had a couple one-handed catches. People love those stuff, but those were impressive. More impressive is when you grab it and bring it to the body. I think, trying to secure that. So well used to the body, strength to break tackles. He's not I want to say weak. He's a strong dude for sure. He knows how to use his strength. He has good vision to have some running after the catch. And the other thing I saw from him, he does really good on blocking for the running back. Again, not against the best competition, but yes, he is good and he's solid against the running and the blocking scheme. He's not extremely fast, and this is what disappointed me. This dude is battling against community college dude for the most part, and you would think if he has decent or above average speed, you will see some sort of separation, and he has none. Now he can make every catch, I got it, but he has no separation. I would like for him to have some cushion against these second tier cornerbacks. I would like to see that. And I didn't see it. It felt like every catch that I saw was contested. And when I went to see the Virginia tape, right, it was contested. Now, the question for him is he was used more on the Y, right, in wide receiver on the outside, and that's fine. But I think if anything, Antonio Gandy Golding or AGG needs to figure out how to be like a Bolding in his later years. His speed will not translate to the NFL because he doesn't have that speed. But can he be like, throw it high, I'm going to catch it, right? I think he is a late round, maybe 6th or 7th round pick. Yeah, that's what I'm think he should live. A lot of good tape for him, but against a lot of crappy teams, which concerns me. Against the decent teams, he had decent numbers, not spectacular numbers. Okay, let me see some of here. Jalen Reagor. So I did Jalen Reagor, and I have a video. I'm gonna hold on. I need to do this for you guys. I'm gonna put here. Why are you doing this to me, YouTube? Why are you being stupid? Hold on, because YouTube is being... I'm gonna give you my playlist of all... And I stopped them because I've been doing them here. But here is the playlist of all the profiles that I done. That's all the profiles that I done. Oh, what happened here? Okay, hold on. Did I not put it there? Okay. YouTube's acting stupid here with me. Okay, there you go. That's everything, okay? All my profiles are there. So Jalen Reagor is there. And the Jalen Reagor one, I did it before the combine, by the way. So the one thing I would say with Reagor, his 40 is disappointing. I think he looked bulked up. I think bulking himself up make him lose some speed. So the question is, do you want speed? Do you want bulking up? He just worked more his speed while being a little bit bigger. But I said from the beginning, he's not a first round. This is before the mock, and then people are putting him in the second round. So, okay, so Ep5, what up, man? Thank you for joining. Team Ramsey, thank you for joining. And got a couple of players for you. So okay, cool. Yeah, give me this number. Give me those names. I have here a people. You seen Yeah, so we did KJ Hamler and Joe Newell's channel. And then somebody said Robert Hunt. Let me see here. Says I don't think any reasoning for it, but no, wait. Okay, I don't see how he be an upgrade. He is similar to Jaleel Scott. Similar. I agree with that. I don't think any reason for it, but for some reason I do not want Reagor or Hamler. I don't know why. Not big on Hamler. Better on Reagor. Day 2 for sure. 55th pick. I wouldn't mind that pick. Do you think a linebacker or wide receiver? Oh. Do you think that linebacker or wide receiver is more important? It depends. Depends what wide receiver you bring. But this is for Jackson. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. The one thing I will say is the wide receiver depth is so big that I would prefer us to go with a linebacker or safety hybrid that can play linebacker for us earlier, and I can see picking a receiver later. I know my mock draft got a lot of controversy yesterday for some reason. And I mean, I said it to you guys that this is not and I'll try to do this weekly. Man, where's this shit? Oh, again, now it's Twitter acting up. It's just maybe me. I don't know where this mock is. I did share it yesterday. But anyway, the mock draft that I shared yesterday, I didn't take a receiver until late. And here it is. So we didn't have any first round picks in my mock draft. Second round, we have Marlon Davidson and Cushenberry, basically back to back, 38 and 40. And then we have a pick 60, Willie Gay Jr. So that the first 3 picks, 2 defense, 1 O lineman. And then on round 3 is where I had Julian Aquara. So I jumped up and got Julian. And my last pick was Van Jefferson, wide receiver. I need to do Van Jefferson from video. So with lack of evaluation and really having one good year and coaches not been able to see him, do you think Chase Young? No. He ain't falling out of the top 10 because there's hype. He might fall out of the top 3, maybe top 4, but definitely not top 5. William Brown, hell no, he ain't falling. I believe that KG will be gone for 55, and I'm okay with that, Bruno. I'm okay. I want a receiver that we will use. True. Okay, Bruno says Willie Gay or Troy Dye, Cesar Reese or Cushenberry. Okay, I like Cesar Reese. I like Cushenberry a little bit more. I think I'm biased because of the Senior Bowl workout of Cushenberry. He killed it. I loved it. So yes, I would say Cushenberry. And the Willie Gay and Troy Dye, I think Willie Gay is more ready. Hopefully that's how you say it. Or readier. I don't know. Whatever. He's ready. He's more ready to make an impact on day 1 than Troy Dye. Now, that being said, if we draft Willie Gay and then Troy Dye in the 4th round, I'm all for that. That's why Troy Dye will go later. Willie Gay, the question with him is, can he be, a good citizen? Can he not do anything to get suspended, right? I agree with Venomous Raven. I just don't want Chenault. Point taken. The mock was great. People just are paranoid about not taking a wide receiver. Yeah, I knew that this mock was going to create some controversy because people want wide receiver. And when I did all picks, and when I had Justin Jefferson falling to us, people are like, oh, you're making it fall to us. No, I legit felt like all those picks are the picks that those teams should take. And then we traded back, so we didn't get Jefferson. What was that noise? Let me see here. Do you see LaVisca Chenault could be this year's DK Metcalf, who could possibly fall due to injury histories? So LaVisca in the 2nd round, I'm fine with it. Again, LaVisca Chenault, there's a video. You can go check my sorry. You can check my my playlist. But LaVisca Chenault, I also said that he was a second. Look, to be honest, if I'm completely honest with you, there's 5 receivers that should be taken in the 1st round. And if I'm even more honest, 4 of them should be taken in the 1st round. Should be Ruggs, because of the speed, he will be taken in the 1st round. But we're talking about Judy that I love, CeeDee Lamb that I like a lot, and Jefferson should be on pick 28 to 32. That's where Jefferson should live. And then Mims should be a pick. Let me see who's in the top. Mims should be a pick there for Carolina at 34, right? That is the pick, or who maybe it was Carolina's here because of a trade, but pick 34, 35. That's where Mims should be. And then LaVisca should be mid-second, and then that's where Rieger should be, and that's what I said about Ayuk, and that's what I said about a lot of these guys, that if you go back and check my tape. Now, I had to redo this mock draft because we're going to talk about this that is not Ravens related, is how stupid the Texans are, right? But I had Jalen Rieger going to the Texans at 44, and now they had, man, what is this dude's name? I'm blanking. The prostitute of the NFL. He's been traded every year. Let me go check. So I'm blanking his name. Cooks. So now they have Cooks. So look, let's talk about that for a moment, right? So it's, oh man, the Texans. Woo! This is what happens when you have your GM being your coach be a GM. They think they can all be Belichick. But anyway, go trades D-Hop for second round and goes and flips their second for Cooks. Cooks cannot tie D-Hop's shoes, right? And then they also got the guy that played Randall. Randall is a decent player. He's a decent player, and Will Fuller is always injured. I wouldn't think this is like, okay, problem solved. We have it, okay? Hell no. This is stupid. It's stupid. I mean, if I'm a Texans fan, I'll be sad right now. I'll be just furious with this organization. Welcome to come to the flock. We're taking, more fans. I'm not one of those fans that say you can't root for me. There can't be a bandwagon. Come enjoy, and you will love it here. You will never leave. Okay. Some comments here. So you see the Ravens picking up a running back, and if we do, who gets the door? If we get a running back, I think it's going to be in the later round, unless I like Gibson. And then you can put Gibson as a returner, not setting to run. Maybe he comes here and there. And then he can compete with Justice Hill to see who gets more snaps. And they can be the return guys plus the third running back. I like that. So Ravens had never drafted LSU player. I know. Well, I think they had never drafted in the first round. Could be ever, but I think it's in the first round, but who knows. I have a feeling that there is going to be a rush of wide receivers. I'm feeling like 5 or 7. So this is the thing. Who was this? Jackson. The thing is, most teams know there's depth in wide receivers. So unless the guy that I love, Judy, CD, Jefferson, Ruggs is there, I can get another guy that might be as similar as this guy, but my other position that I need, let's call it inside D lineman, linebacker, whatever, lineman, a corner, is there, and the depth might not be as big. So let me take that now. This is what I think. Day 2, which again we're gonna be here streaming live from the first pick, the 33rd pick, until pick whatever 106. We're gonna be here. Every pick, we did it last year. It was fun. So second round is gonna be a rush of wide receivers. That's what I think. So first round, it should not be as many wide receivers. Second round should be just receiver. Okay. Texans have no draft picks. They have very little. They have very, very little. Ruggs, my fall production is not that good. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes late first. There's something in the water saying he's there definitely is. Gang at the bank. Join the vlog. Dude was catching slants and taking them into the house. And this is not me saying the Rieger's not good. I just think he's more of a second round pick. I like Akers and Dobbins fall. They are falling. Akers is gonna be a steal. I had Akers going in the first round, right? I think. Hold on, let me see. I had Akers. No, I had Swift going in the first round, and I had the Buccaneers taking Dobbins in the second. If Ravens get a running back, I will like Dobbins, Taylor, or Kill. I don't think none of these guys are gonna be taken by the running back. Will y'all be mad if the Sweet at 28 if the board falls that way. So I think Swift will be there at 28, and I'll be mad as hell. And you're gonna see me in Joe Newell's channel if we pick him. It's not the pick. He will not be able to look. So there's a couple of things. You bring a guy like Swift, you're either gonna make him the bell cow to make sure that pick was good, and then what happens with Mark Ingram? Cut him to save a couple mil now. And what happens to Gus Edwards? Cheap. You have cheap labor, productive cheap labor there. It's not like next year you're not gonna have neither of them. You might not have Ingram. You're gonna have Ingram, but you're gonna have Gus. I think you bring in the third and the fourth round. So Camouflage says, I was talking about Ruggs. Someone in the chat saying he will fall, and his production was. I think his production was good. If I'm not mistaken, let me be, because I did Rieger's tape a while ago, good month and a half ago, I think. The problem with Rieger's is, so last year's production wasn't great. The year before was outstanding. So he had 43 receptions for 611 yards and 5 touchdowns. And the year before, he had 72 receptions for 1,061. And where's 9 touchdowns. So his production went down. So yeah, I think Rieger's a good receiver. This is not me saying this dude is trash. I just think he's more a second round pick. He's not the receiver that I would like for us to draft, but if he's there with 55, I'll take him. Now, before I open to phone lines, where is it? Okay, so this dude, because I mean, it's draft season. Let's be honest, it's draft season. What pick at 20 would I hate to see? Any running back? Zach Bond. I don't like Zach Bond as much as a lot of people do. I haven't seen this guy's mock draft, but as I remember picks, I'll let you know. Any receiver not named Jefferson, I'm okay with Mims, but not named Jefferson and the big three. And I'm sure there's other. Oh, Yetur. I'm not big on Yetur. Based off what I've heard from EDC, he'll take a play like Epinesa. I'll take Epinesa Murray. I'm good. Okay. So, yeah, I was talking about Ruggs earlier. Yes. If I said another name, I do apologize. This dude just came out with his mock draft. His name is Adam Rank. He's an NFL.com writer. Doesn't look like there's trades here, but okay. So first pick, Joe Burrow, Chase Young, Simmons at 3. I can see that. I think Okuda should be the pick. Okuda goes 4th. I think the Giants need a tackle, but if they're gonna do this, I think they're gonna trade up. And he even says, listen, I know they just gave James Bradbury $32 million guarantee. I think the pick should be a tackle. They have Miami taken to Jordan Love, pick number 6. Derek Brown to the Panthers. Tristan Wirfs to the Cardinals. Wills, the tackle, to Jacksonville. Becton goes to the Clowns. CD goes to the Jets. Judy goes to the Raiders. Kinlaw is the pick for... you know what? I'm liking this draft a lot because the dude is not drafting Rieger as the first wide receiver. So Kinlaw goes to San Francisco. Andrew Thomas goes tackle, goes to the Buccaneers. The Broncos go Ruggs. CJ Henderson goes to Atlanta. Chason goes to the Cowboys. McKinney goes to the Dolphins. Jalen Johnson, corner from Utah, goes to the Raiders. Patrick Queen, there's the first linebacker. He has to go to the Jaguars. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, goes to the Eagles. And this pick, I don't get at all. The Eagles don't need a guy like Justin Jefferson. They need a burner. They don't need another big guy. T. Higgins goes to... I kind of get this one to the Vikings. Justin Herbert, 23, to the Patriots. Laviska Shenault goes to the Aints. I don't get that pick either, but whatever. AJ Terrell goes to the Vikings. Austin Jackson, tackle, goes to Miami. Ross Blacklock, D tackle, goes to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the most trash mock draft that I've seen. For some reason, we had DeAndre Swift. And let's see what this dude decides to put here. I love Mark Ingram. He's great. His high betas are the best. But he's also 30. And I don't want to go all Bernie Stinson on you. But you don't want to flirt with the running back over the age of 30. So it makes too much sense. It doesn't here in the spot. The roster already includes Ingram, Gus Edwards, exactly, a guy that can dominate, as we can see. And Justice Hill, he can be replaced, although it was only his first year, so I will give him another year. But if teams are going to allow the best back in the draft to fall to 28, you have to do it. And for the record, I like Jonathan Taylor here if Swift goes earlier. Stupidity. Stupidity. So anyway, Tennessee goes to toward Brandon Ayuk overdraft. See, this is basically saying people are overvaluing the receiver, but whatever. It might happen. Green Bay goes Brandon Ayuk. That's the type of receiver they need. I just think it should be in the second round. Denzel Mims goes to San Francisco at 31st, and Kenneth Murray 32. This is just a garbage draft. It started good. I can see his reasoning for some of these picks. I like what he did with Ruggs, because Ruggs should not be before the other two. But after that, I mean, there's some decent picks, but man, it's just, I don't know. So this was, if you go to NFL.com, it's their first article by Adam Rank. I like to see what people are thinking. Also, right now, guys, one of the morning shows on next week, probably Thursday, is going to be a full 1 or 2 round mocks. And I'm bringing podcasters for all over the U.S. So I'm hoping to have 5 people with me, and we're going to do a whole mock pick by pick. That way it tells you what people think about each pick, okay? So let's see here. It's what teams should do. Derek Brown from Auburn seems to have fallen out of favor. I would love me some Derek Brown. This is garbage. R.I.P. Derek Brown is definitely someone we can fall, but I don't think he falls past center. Oh yeah, you'll have to trade up for Brown. But if he's outside of the 10, will you take him? I don't know, but I love him. Problem is, like I said before, any trade before 20. Oh man, that was something else that I wanted to bring. Let me do this, because we forget about stuff like this. 2019 NFL. Okay, this is important when you're talking about trades. G-Wiz, thank you for joining. I don't know if I give a shout out to my guy here, Camouflage. Thank you. J Will, thank you, man. We don't need to draft a high pick running back till next year. If Mark Ingram was cut, I see the argument. This year, hell no. Not gonna lie, if we pass in Murray or Queens and they get picked up by the Chiefs, I'm gonna cry. So and that one we pass on Murray. Queens was already picked. Chiefs aren't picking Murray. And you might be right, Camouflage. Okay, so 2019 draft. And the reason I wanted to pull this is because we talk about trades all the effing time, but we don't put anything in context. So here is what took for the Squealers to go from pick 20 to 10 spot. They get their second round pick and a third this year. Okay, that's to move 10 spot. I thought that was a light trade, but okay. So no, wait. They gave up second and a third in next year's 2020. Okay, that was what the Broncos got from the Squealers. And then the other trade was with us. Seattle and Green Bay. Seattle, and I think this was a hell of a trade. I wish we would have made the trade like this. But Seattle went from 30th to 21st, okay? I'm sorry, Green Bay went from 30th to 21st. So they go up 9 spots. So going up 9 spots, they gave up the 30th pick. They had an early 4th that they gave up and a later 4th. So we got 2 4th to go up 9 spots, okay? So if you want to jump from 28, you can do it to 20 and give up your 2/4, okay? 2/4. I'm just saying because we were 28 and Green Bay was 30th, so that's roughly what you're looking if you want to go pick 20th, okay? So in here, Baltimore, this is our trade last year. Only 3 spots. That's it. They moved 3 spots. And because they moved 3 spots, we got a 4th and a 5th from Philly. A 4th and a 5th. Let me see here. So Washington moved from 26 to 26 from 46. And what they had to give was this year's second round pick, and that I think was a steal. So all they had to give up is this year's second round pick and so 2 seconds to move up 20 spots. Okay, yeah, not that big of a steal. Now that I think of, here the Raiders trade with Dallas. Oh, this is the Amari Cooper trade. I'm sorry. I'm being stupid here. And that's it, right? That is the first round drafts. Okay, so those are trades that happened last year. Now, put in context, 2/4 will give you roughly to the 20. If we go back and check my mock draft, I'm not gonna go with the stupid dude. My mock draft, this is the people that were there at 20. McKenzie, Kenneth Murray, Bond, Love, Queens, Mims, Wilson, Jeter, Justin, Epinesa. But by then you pass our pick, right? Who do you want? Kinlaw? Well, 20. Okay, so 19. I'm sorry. He got picked on 19. So if you like Kinlaw, it will cost you roughly 2/4 and a 7. Roughly. Actually, probably 2/4. 2/4 to get Kinlaw in my mock draft. Will you give up 2/4 to go get Kinlaw? Maybe. I think he is one of the few that 2/4 might be suitable. Jason went 15. That gets pricey. Now we're talking a 3rd and a 4th maybe. And if you're talking receiver, Jerry Jeudy is the last of the 3. And the only reason I didn't pick him first is because I know the Jets are stupid and they want to go with speeds with Henry Ruggs, I think. So if you want to go 13, that will cost you probably 2/3 for Jerry Jeudy if you want to do that pick. So Chason is a guy that might fall to 20 that I might like and might be good if we trade up for him. Kinlaw, I like Kinlaw too. I trade for at 19 out there and a 4th for Chason. Okay, yeah, that's the question. Who would you trade for? Again, guys, I think this is a perfect draft to trade back a little and then grab a bunch of picks. Still got Kush and Willie Gate. Yep. That would be spectacular. You take Chase on, you still have Kush, Willie Gate, and then you figure out the receivers, right? Okay, if you want to be in the show, please text. I know somebody texted yesterday and I couldn't take the call. So, who was it? I never check who it was. Anyway, in the meantime, let me see other picks here, other trades that happened. So Jacksonville, Oakland traded this was an interesting one. So Jacksonville traded their 2nd and 5th and 7 to Jacksonville in exchange for Jacksonville's 2nd and 4th. So Jacksonville went and got, where is he? Juwan Taylor. I remember that when Juwan Taylor fell. That's the other thing, guys. People are talking about receivers and all these. Oh, you can't. When people talk to you about, oh, I cannot see. This is a first round. You got to. People fall all the time. I'm sure when I hear people tell me, no way that dude is gonna be in the 2nd. Okay, give me your 32 picks that are gonna be in the 1st. And then somebody is going to tell you, well, no way, this other dude's going to fall. Somebody will fall in the 2nd round, in the 3rd round. A.J. Brown, a beast last year. He fell to pick 51st. Eric McCoy, arguably the best center. New Orleans got him. Plop him at center. Done. Pick 48th. Greedy Williams. A lot of people had high hopes in the first round for him. He went pick 46. Let me see others. Other people here. Rock Yassin, I think he went overdrafted there by Indianapolis. He went early in the second. He was the second pick in the second round. Deebo Samuel, I think he was about what people thought for him. Mecole Hardman, pick 56. Paris Campbell, a lot of people like him. I didn't, but a lot of people like him. Wide receiver at Ohio State. I don't even know what he did last year. Andy Isabella, I thought he was a third-round pick. He got overdrafted. Didn't do much last year. DK Metcalf. A lot of people were talking about late first. He was the last pick of the second round. So, people will fall. It's normal. It happens. Every draft happens. If we go back the year before, there's a bunch of other people that fall. Okay? So, saying all that, look, these are all, we are all projecting here. We are all projecting. So, it's normal. Like some people like some picks more than others, but overall, we all introduce our bias. So, since I don't, hold on, this thing is being stupid here again for the 100th time. Okay, so since I don't have any calls, which is fine, we're gonna do for the last 18 minutes we have. We are gonna just hold on. Let me see your questions here for a moment. Not sure about the logistics, but how realistic could a Judon package be made for a Von Miller type of player? The thing is, gee whiz, Denver loves Von Miller. But in reality, I think if you take feelings aside, I think they will make that trade. Von Miller's at the last leg of his career. Judon is still very, very young. I personally don't think that Gay is going to be there at 55 or 60. Maybe. I don't know what pick that I took him yesterday, but maybe. You might be right. Messing around in the draft simulator. Tua has fallen to 28. Should I draft him? No. Tua falls to 28. Your phone should be lit. And you're gonna have somebody overpay for Tua or for pick 28. And you take him. Tiger Raven 18, what up? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining the live stream. Which team do you see as good trade partners for trading up or trading back? Miami, Bears, and Texans are the ones I look at. Okay, so a couple ones. You can think of, we do trade a lot, feels like, with Philadelphia, so that's pick 21. So definitely we got Lamar Jackson with Philly's trade, and then we also traded last year with them. We traded back, they traded up. It's almost like we have a little. So if we're trading up, I can see 21. It's not gonna be really expensive. Miami needs so much, they might trade back, pick 18. Dallas also might trade back. The Broncos like to trade back, so pick 15. So those, if for trading up, I'm talking about. For trading back, I'm looking at the Colts. They have 2 seconds. I have argued that you can trade back with the Colts and say, here, you're not gonna lose any picks. Here's my 28th. I'm gonna get your 34th, I think it is. I'll take your 31st, and I'll take your 44th, and I'll give you my 55th. Okay, so you gain 11 picks on the second round. You lose 6 picks from the first round to the second, but now you had 2 early seconds. I think at that point you can target Cushenberry, and at 44 maybe you can target a guy like Willie Gay Jr. Okay, and then at 60th, if Aquara's there, if one of the receivers that you might still like is there, boom, you take him. Okay. Other than maybe the Chargers, if they didn't pick a quarterback and Love is still there. There's a couple of teams that they might be willing to jump. I think the Colts have a lot of draft capital. The Jaguars have a lot of draft capital to trade up again, and we can gain some more picks. So teams like that is what I will say. I forgot who asked the question. Aaron Rodgers up to the 20. Exactly. If you don't take Jefferson on 28, will the Packers take him? The Packers could. I can see the Packers taking him, or Denzel Mims. I think if the Packers are smarter, they should not take a receiver in the first round. Who do they mock them to? I have them taking a defensive lineman. I think they shouldn't, but I can see them taking Jefferson. Packers will take him first round. Jefferson might be too similar to Adams, but I think they will have to. What? Okay. What's good, bro? What do you think about Gibson from Memphis? This is Self-Thought Garner. Self-Thought, if you want my full review of, well, not full, but it was episode 2 or 3 of the morning show. We did Gibson. I don't know if it was you that asked me to put him in my list, but I did it, and I can tell you I like them a lot. I like them. The earliest that I will go is last pick of the 3rd round. More or better spot for me will be in the 4th round. He can be a kick returner. He can be a weapon that you put on 3rd and long. He can come out of the backfield. I would like to see some blocking schemes for him. I didn't see it. It's not his fault. I just didn't see him at all. I cannot tell you he's good or bad. Panthers in a trade back. Yeah, Panthers is also a good team to trade back. Sonny, where can I share a full mock with you? You can DM me, Bruno. You can DM me on Twitter. You can DM me on IG. You can email me szg.sports@gmail.com. You can Facebook message me if you have Facebook, SCG Sports. You can go like the page and then you can message me through there. I try to hit everybody when they contact me as soon as I can. Sometimes I'm with my daughters, with the whole quarantine. But if you hit me up, I will try to make an effort to get to you as fast as I can. But yeah, I have people emailing me or DMing me mock drafts daily, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Like, I have here at least 12 people that have sent me their mock drafts, and it's fine. So yeah, you can DM me wherever it's easiest for you. You can see the little logos there. I guess I don't have Twitter logos there. So anywhere, right? You can even text me at that number. Okay. That is the show's number, so that's probably gonna be the one that I least check of all the other medias. But you can text me there, and I can try to get back to you. Okay. Who do you think the unexpected fall in the draft will be? I think Ruggs should fall. That's just me. No hate on Ruggs, but I think Ruggs should fall. Who else? I think Herbert has the opportunity to fall. Tua is still there at 55. Oh, come on. That's crazy. Hey, that's when I see draft like that, I just restart it. Because I think, you think being stupid. Would you be mad at Ngakoue trade for the 28th pick with us trading for early pick next year? That's interesting. So you're saying 28 is Ngakoue, and then we get a 2nd round pick for next year for Jordan. I wouldn't love that. Not the 28, but if you're gonna trade Ngakoue, I would like to trade Jordan, but for early 2nd. Okay. So in the meantime, I'll keep taking your questions for the last 10 minutes. I'm just gonna do a very quick first round mock. We only have 10 minutes to go in the show. Again, thank you for joining the live stream. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share my videos and tell your friends about what I'm doing here in the morning. It's a lot of work, but I love it. Gives me an hour with you guys here. I'm not gonna be doing the night show. Yeah. Anyway, so very quickly, obviously these two are a lock. I keep saying they should look at Tua, but they should take a Okudah here. The Giants need, in my opinion, to take a tackle. I will not see them not taking Tua. they will have to take Herbert. Here's where it gets interesting. Simmons will be the pick, or Derek Brown. You know what? I'm gonna go Derek Brown to make it interesting. Let's go Beckham here, and this is interesting too because I think I say a Simmons in the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, anybody can use Simmons, but I think it's they have Miles Jack. They have other players in their positions where Simmons will excel. They got man, what is this dude's name? He also plays. He doesn't play. He's the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen. Sorry, yeah, they had Josh Allen. So I'm actually gonna defer this one here. I think this is if this happens, it's just me. I think if this happens, I can see something. Oh man, well I drafted him. I guess that's not what I wanted. I wanted to trade back. Okay, whatever. Let's keep it going. Alabama Wills. I think if Andrew Thomas is here, I think the Jets would be smart to take him. I think from all the receivers, I'm assuming they like CD the most. San Francisco's a well-run organization, and I think at this point, in my opinion, they will take C.J. Henderson. Okay? So as I'm going here, they need a tackle, no tackle. This is where they might have trade up. They could use the running back. Do you want to really draft a running back in the second? They don't need a wide receiver. I think anything that they do here will be overdrafting, but I'm gonna go McKinney safety. So the Broncos, look, 2 receivers. I think you go with a speedster. Or they will go with a speedster. They have something to work on the underneath part. And this is how Jerry Jeudy falls, guys. This is literally how Jerry Jeudy falls in some mock drafts, right? They don't need another receiver. Jerry Jeudy is better than what was this dude that we passed to Hayden Hurst? Ridley. He's better than Ridley, but they still have Ridley there, so I think they go it's not Chase Young, Kinlaw here, and the Cowboys should take Jeudy, but they want to win now, and could they use a receiver? Yes, they had Gallup and they have Amari Cooper that they just pay a lot of money. I think they will prefer taking Chase on. Here's where, if you're a Ravens fan, you can say, okay, my Ravens. Well, let me pick Dolphins first because we're trading with the Dolphins. All right, and then the Ravens. Where's my Ravens here? Okay. So, based on that 30 to 20, right, you can probably give out 2 fourth and maybe you can get it. They're being stupid. You see, I hate this. I hate this. Why? It doesn't work. Anyway, this is a pick where you can see them maybe trading up, right? You can. It might cost you 2 fourth. It might cost you a third and a fourth to get Jeudy here. But if they love Jeudy that much, they should. Anyway, I think Delpit is the pick here for the Dolphins. It's incredible how this one fell. Corner. So I picked linebacker again. I didn't want to pick the Simmons with them. I would have traded back there. But pick here. I think Jeudy should not fall anymore. I think Jeudy, they need weapons. They need players in general. Justin Jefferson, I don't like that pick there. I would say Mims is probably a better pick for them. But here's where I can see a guy like Murray going. I can see, still think, let's go with Fulton for LSU. I think that's a good pick for them. Love linebacker here, Patrick Queens. Here, then they can go Mims. And then 26, I think tackle, Bond. And then, in this one, Jefferson is there. You have a Panessa. I would have no problem picking up Panessa. You have Where's my guy here? You have Cesar Ruiz somewhere. There he is. Kush somewhere here. There you go. I think Jefferson makes sense for us in there. Etor. I think Green Bay takes. They shouldn't take this. I think Green Bay should take a Panessa. They haven't taken wide receiver. I can't see them stretching and getting Rieger here. Or LaVisca. Let's take. Man, I don't even like these for them, but whatever. And then where's these guys? These are Reese to them. So this is a quick little mock. We don't have that much time, so I just did a lot of quick picks. First 4, well, actually first 6 are probably the same. Everything changes here. Derek Brown, Becton. This pick, my intent was to trade. The trade shit is not working right now, so whatever. Say yes. Wills, Thomas, tackle, Judy, and then because the tackle fell, this is how it happened. And then receiver got picked by the Raiders. And you can see them picking another receiver, but again, if they're smarter, they can say, okay, Debo was good. I need a stretch. I'm a little bit more of a stretch receiver. Can I get that? And a guy like Mims, I think they ended up picking Mims. No, Jalen Rieger, but they can trade up and get Mims for sure at that point. But they need corner help, so I got them corner. Where's this? It fell horribly for them. They should trade up if they want to tackle. Then Ruggs to the Broncos. They need more of a stretch. Then Judy is more of a possession. Love, my favorite receiver, but I think the Broncos need more of a stretch guy in the speed. Kinlaw, Chason, Delpit. You can see the rest here. Okay, my guys. Let's see some of the some of the comments, and with this, we're gonna be closing out. Will you be man? Okay, that was CD. What is a steal in the early second if we trade back? Who is a steal? Hold on. If we trade back, so Cesar Ruiz could be a steal. There if he's there. If we trade a little bit back, Delpit, if he's still there, also I like him a lot. Marlon Davidson, I like him a lot for early second. Cushionberry again, also I think it's good for early second. Those will be my favorite. Maybe Jeremy Shin. Jeremy Shin, I need to make a video of him, Jeremy Shin, because I haven't. I don't think I have Shin. So those are some. So let me see some of the questions here. You know what? There's a last minute text. I'll take that. I'll do that. Coach, what are you, man? Thank you for joining, man. Let me see. Modius? Hello?
What is up, Sonny? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. You're gonna be closing the show. Were you the one that texted yesterday?
Nah, man.
Okay.
I was actually on a meeting, so sadly I had to miss it.
Man, work.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so before we get going, I can hear myself in the background. Do you have me playing?
No, I have you on speaker, but I can take that off.
Yeah, can you take it off? Because, it's creating an echo.
Yeah, how's it sound now?
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so what do you want to talk about, man? We are all in the draft gear.
I didn't even have a chance to be able to look at that because I was on a call with my manager.
Tell your manager to
could you actually run through what do you have?
Well, they saw yesterday's mock draft. Hello?
Sadly, no.
Okay, that's fine. So the main thing is I trade back to pick 38th, and I get Marlon Davidson, interior alignment, and then I trade up in the second round and get Cushionberry. And then the other pick I have is pick 60th, and I get Willie Gay, and that's 3 picks in the second round. And then the other pick I have is Aquara, and Jefferson. Van Jefferson. Those are the picks.
So
no receiver.
Jefferson's the wide receiver, right?
Yeah, no receiver until the last pick of the third round.
That's pretty dang good. I mean, the only thing that I'm not even sure about Davidson, I haven't really seen film on him, but I mean, do you think that we're gonna go DL in like the first pick of the draft?
Interior D lineman. I like what was dude's name? I'm blanking. Davidson. I like him a lot. I think it's too good of a pick to pass at that moment. We could have gone Cushenberry and then Marlon on the 40th pick, but I think he's legit, and that gives you the guy from behind Wolf and a guy that can surpass Wolf, next year when he leaves. I think you got the linebacker, you got the interior O-line. Yes, we don't have receiver until later. We have an edge. I don't know. I like that pick for us. Somebody mocked it to us at pick 28. I wouldn't take it with 28. I would like us to trade back and get him.
That makes sense. I could see that happening, us trading back. I know like a lot of people are talking about wanting to go and have us trade up, but I mean that's not the Ravens have done it, but they don't do it often. And I mean, it would have to be within the first 15, maybe. Well, it had to be within 15 or 20 rounds or later, because I mean anything else is going to be too much of an investment.
Yeah. Yep. So
I mean, like if there's anyone worth it at taking 15, 20, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's the only.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you like anybody that we should trade up to get?
Well, I mean, you got the stereotypical answers here, and Kenneth Murray, the Patrick Queen. I think both of them will be really well. As far as the wide receiver goes, I'm cool picking those in either in the second or third round. Okay. So, I mean, the draft is deep, so I mean, we can get that number one guy, but I feel like if we're not getting either a Jerry Jeudy or a CD Lamb in the first round, why get a wide receiver in the first round? That's kind of why I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
O-lineman, I think Cushenberry is solid. I think we should absolutely try to get him in the second round. So I mean, yeah, I guess your picks make sense, and that definitely sounds like a Ravens move. I'm not even gonna lie, because they curveball us every once in a while. Actually, not every once in a while, a lot. They curveball us a lot.
Okay, cool. Yeah. The only wide receiver that I would like them to trade up is for Jeudy. I wouldn't be mad if they do it for CD. Chase on. Again, I keep saying this. Trading back is the move here. Okay, that's what it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Unless somehow, some way, like a Chase on or like like the ones I mentioned, Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb, if any of them somehow fall to our draft pick, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Probably not possible, but if by some miracle that happens, absolutely get that.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Anyway, anything else before we're gonna close the stream with you?
Nothing else, but actually I have a question on what the schedule is for the live streams going on right now.
So for quarantine time, I'm doing every day, Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I'm also with Nubo on Wednesdays at night, but not my Tuesday night show. I'm not doing that because I'm doing a lot of other streams, right? So yeah, that's the schedule for now. The day one of the draft, we're gonna be in Joe Nubo's channel. We're gonna be there live through all the picks. And day 2 of the draft, we're gonna be in this channel doing all the picks. That's round 2 and 3.
Okay, that sounds solid.
Okay, man. Thank you for always following and supporting. Okay.